Genius Nation, welcome to a brand new day. Welcome to the Daily Genius. I am Dr. Will, super excited that you're here with us on this beautiful Tuesday morning. For those of you who celebrate Christmas, hope that you had a fantastic Christmas. Now it's Tuesday. Now it's time to get back to work. So today I wanted to talk to you about living from your core, And core is an acronym that I use to help my clients and help myself get to a place that I call fulfillment. A place I call fulfillment. And to live from a place of fulfillment, you really have to live from your core. And core is an acronym that stands for clarity, opportunities, relationships, and experiences. So we're going to talk about that this morning. And as we're on this journey, this is episode number 26 out of 365. My commitment to you is to show up for 365 days and just share with you some of the things that have helped me navigate life, that have helped me build success, and have helped me live from my core. So a lot of what we talk about on this journey is going to be talking about living from your core, because that's one of the things that I see most people struggle with, is living from their core. By the time you're 25 years old, you're filled with so many ideas. The first 18 years of your life, you're filled with your parents' ideas. You're filled with your teachers' ideas. You're filled with your community ideas. So you're living so many other people's idea. And living from your core is really a commitment to yourself to live from your idea. What is an amazing life for you? What is a fulfilling life for you? And it's going to look different than everybody else, because this is a personal journey. And so I'm going to share with you throughout our time together on this 365-day journey, how I constantly am digging to live from my core. I'm always wanting to be more clear on what brings me joy, what makes me happy. I talk to so many people that are literally not happy. They're not happy. And they're not happy because they're living other people's idea. So I want to help you get to your idea. And for you to do that, you have to do what I call a clarity journey. You got to go on a clarity journey. And a clarity journey is a journey you go on where you explore different things. You explore things that you may not be used to exploring. And I'm talking about simple things that just changing the station of the radio that you listen to. Like listening to different music, like committing this week to say, you know what, I'm going to listen to another genre of music. I'm going to expose myself to another genre of music. It could be exposing yourself to a different type of food, exposing yourself to a different type of movie. I don't usually watch this type of movie, so I'm going to watch this type of movie, because once again, as I said, by the time we're 25, a lot of us really don't know what we like, what we don't like. We've been influenced by so much other stuff and so many other people that we live life by default pretty much. But I want you to live an intentional life. And so to go on this clarity journey, it means to give yourself permission to try things that you've never tried before. It means to do things that you've never done before. You know, maybe you've never went swimming. Maybe you've never went hiking. Maybe you never went horseback riding. Maybe you've never went jet skiing. Maybe you've never went skiing. Maybe you've never listened to opera, right? It's exploring all these different types of things for the sole purpose for you to land on truth, right? For you to land on truth, for you to get to the place where if you say you don't like something, it's not because majority of people have said that. It's because you've experienced it and you can have an intelligent decision about it to say, you know what, I've tried that particular food and I don't particularly like it, versus, oh my God. You know, one of the things that I found out about life is a lot of what we believe and a lot of what we do is geographical. It's based on where we were born. Like, for instance, I was born here in the United States, but if I was born in on the continent of Africa, or if I was born in Asia, if I was born in Europe, I would have different eating habits, right? I would eat different things. I mean, that's even here in America. I remember when my wife and I got married, her family is of Latin origin. So the meals that they ate on a day-to-day basis were totally different than what I ate in my house. So when we first had our first Thanksgiving, I'm thinking Thanksgiving traditionally how I was used to it. And then when she prepared dinner, it was what she was used to. And it was totally different than what I had grew up eating. Wasn't anything wrong with it. It was just different. It was just different, right? And there's so many differences in the world. And usually we get on this little island. We get on this little island of life, right? And we do the same thing. We go to the same places. We talk to the same people. We have the same type of experiences. And that limits us. That really limits us. So if you're going to live a fulfilled life, you really got to start exploring. You got to start exploring. And we're living in a wonderful time right now where it's easier to explore. You know, one of the things that I do is I'll go on YouTube and I'll listen to other presidents of other countries just to see what's going on in other countries, right? Just to see. And like, because we have YouTube and because we have this access, you can do this. You can go and say, you know, I want to hear what the president of Uganda is talking about. I want to hear what the president of Italy is talking about. I want to see how they're seeing the world. One of the dangers is to go through this world thinking that the world is only how you see it. Is only how you see it. And so when we think about living from our core, you go on this clarity journey so you can get absolutely clear on what it is that you like doing, what it is that fulfills you. And what I found to be true is that out of all the things that there are to do in this world, you're going to land on about 3 to 5 things that you really enjoy. About 3 to 5 things. And why is this so important? Because once you land on these 3 to 5 things that you really enjoy doing after you went on this clarity journey and you've tried a lot of different things, what happens is now life begins to get really simplified for you, right? So for me personally, when it comes to going on vacations, like I'm crystal clear. Like I love being around water. I love being around the beach. I love being around tropical things, right? I know that. Now I know that because I've tried other things. I went camping and I've tried, you know, other types of vacations. But for me, like some people, they like to go and visit museums. Some people, they like to go and visit national parks, right? And that's once again, nothing wrong with that. For me, if I'm on vacation, I want to be around water. I want to be around the beach. I want to be around the tropics. I know that. So every year when it comes time for me to vacation, I don't have to be worried about a whole lot of different other options. I'm clear on what I want to do, right? I'm clear on what I want to do. And so it saves me so much time. It saves me so much money. It saves me so much energy because I'm crystal clear on what I want to do. I'm crystal clear on what I want to do. As it relates to how I want to invest my life, how I want to trade my time. You know, if we're fortunate, I say this all the time, if we're fortunate, we get something like 80 years on this planet. You know, if we're fortunate, we get 80 years. Anything after 80 years, man, you're really, really extremely blessed. But let's just say we get 80 years. How do you want to invest that time? How do you want to invest that time? How do you want to use your time on this planet with the 80 years that you get? One of the saddest things for me is when I see people just wasting their time on things that really don't matter, like just wasting their time on things that really don't matter. And so for me, I want to do things that matter and things that bring me joy, things that fulfill me. And so every morning I can wake up, right, and be excited about waking up, be excited about living. So what does that mean for you? What does that look like for you? What does that look like for you? And then once you get clear about that, you want to find the opportunities that are going to allow you to do that. What are the opportunities that are going to allow you to do that? So that may mean a career in a particular field that allows you to do what you love. That could mean being a business owner. That could mean being an entrepreneur. But you seek out opportunities. So I love to travel. I love to see different things. I love to meet new people. I love my freedom. I love flexibility. So for me, the best option that was going to allow me to do all of that was to be an entrepreneur, but not just an entrepreneur, but be a speaker. So being a speaker allows me to travel, allows me to meet new people, right? It gives me time freedom. It gives me flexibility. So being an entrepreneur and being a speaker allows me to do that. And so a lot of what I do, you know, excites me, it fulfills me. And so my job is to go do things I love, right? So if you like to travel, if you like to meet people, maybe for you it's being a flight attendant, right? Maybe it's working on a cruise ship. Maybe it's working in the hotel industry. You got to find the opportunity that matches with your clarity. And then relationships. You want to look at your relationships. What are the most important relationships to you? Because at the end of the day, once again, when you're on your dying bed, what's going to matter to you? What's going to matter to you? When you're on your dying bed, who do you want surrounding you? Who do you want around you? Do you want a bunch of strangers or do you want family and friends? Well, if that's what you want, then start making those investments today in those relationships. And then the last thing is the E. How do you want to experience life? That's day-to-day life. That's your vacation life. That's your overall life. How do you want to experience this world? How do you want to experience life? And there's a myriad of ways to experience life. You get to choose that. That's the fascinating thing about life. You get to choose that. And so as we journey together, that's what I want to do. I want to assist you into living from your core so you can live a fulfilled life. And so some of the things that I share with you, that's what I want to assist you in doing. So, of course, over this year that we're going to be hanging out, I have all these different, what I call formulas, right, that I use. And we're going to talk about it. My 10 before 10, my focus formula, my 4 pillars of living a fulfilled life. We're going to be talking about these, and I'm just going to be sharing with you over the course of time what has worked for me. I'm going to share with you what has not worked for me. I'm going to share with you how I manage. We talked about it a little bit before on one of the episodes, how I manage my expectations of myself and how I manage expectations of other people. So how to set boundaries. So every day when you come to the nation, inside the nation, This is what we're going to be talking about. This is the journey that we're going to be going on. And I'm super excited. This is episode number 26. And I'm just starting to get my rhythm of how I want this to go, and how I can best serve you, and how we can best interact. Definitely, if you have some questions on anything that I'm sharing, or if you have just some questions on your own, please drop them inside our private group. I will address them. We have time. We got, over 300 more videos that we're going to do. So if you have some things that you just want to talk about, chop it up and kind of hear some other ideas around it, I'll give you my ideas on it. But that's what this community is about. We're going to be doing other things inside this community to help you become the best version of yourself. So as we begin to close out this 2023 and head into 2024, I'm really excited, because we're going to get a full year. We're going to get a full year of going in at this, and I'm truly excited about this journey. Of the Daily Genius and where it's going to go. So that's what I have for you today. Hope it was beneficial. Once again, what I want you to do, if you can't join us live, just make a note, like come check the nation every day. Like just come check the nation every day, and make this a part of your routine. Make this a part of the rhythm of your life, right? Because I'm going to be sharing some things with you that you're not just going to readily have access to, because I'm truly inspired by helping and assisting a lot of people maximize their life. So join me on the journey. Have a fantastic day today, and I'll see you guys back here tomorrow inside the nation.